productivity? Well, productivity is really just how much can you actually produce in a given time frame. I mean, there's so many productivity YouTubers out there, so many productivity videos out there, and I just feel like it can be a little bit overcomplicated sometimes. Sure, there are like lots of little tips and tricks and hacks to making sure that you're most optimal for productivity and all this different kind of things, but really there's one kind of productivity mindset that I really like. Back when I was first starting out trying to make money online, I wasn't very productive. I used to basically take my laptop into like little restaurants and cafes and stuff because I kind of just wanted, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of just wanted to be seen by other people as like that guy who was like working on something like on a laptop out in like Costa or a cafe or something. You know, like a lot of young guys, I feel like we kind of want to be seen to be looking productive. Like we visually want to like have people think, oh, that guy, like he's like working like early in the morning, like on his business or whatever. I used to go sit in like a cafe and stuff, where public place, and like just work on business. But really, I wasn't doing a lot of work. I was basically just doing pointless little tasks and, you know, working on lots of different businesses at the same time. I was very sold on like multiple streams of income and doing all this stuff to try and make as much money as possible. I was very money driven. And that is the kind of worst kind of mindset you can have when it comes to being a productive person, in my opinion. I think there's a much better way of being productive, and instead of like spreading yourself thin and doing lots of different productive tasks, you really need to think about this one productivity mindset that I'm going to talk to you about in this video. And that is the watering of plants analogy, let's call it. I don't know if there's actually a name for this, but lots of other YouTubers talk about this, and I really like this. Let's say productivity is driven by the amount of focus and kind of energy, brain points that you have available to you. Let's think about the kind of energy that you have as a glass of water. And this glass of water is full at the start of the day. And let's say you've got all these different plants that you've got to water, right? And these plants could be thought of as like the different businesses that you're working on, the different side hustles that you're interested in: affiliate marketing, drop shipping, an agency, a YouTube channel, your studies, upskilling yourself, all these different pots of plants that you need to dedicate your focus and energy into. And you can go around and use a tiny bit of water from the glass and water every single plant, do all these different productive tasks throughout the day. You can have all the plants with a little bit of water in them. None of those plants will grow because none of them meet the threshold of water needed to actually grow. At best, they'll just survive. Probably they'll die. So what is a better way of going about this? Well, you can either have the decision of allocating a little bit of water to every plant and then letting them all die, or you could take all the water, all the time and energy that you have in the day in your glass, and you could dedicate it all to one plant, right? One business venture, one study session, one subject, one skill that you're trying to get better at, and you could put all of your water into that one plant. It is true that the rest of the plants will die. They'll definitely die. They're not going to get any water. They're not going to get any of your time and attention. But the one plant that you put all the water into will grow. It's going to blossom. It's going to grow faster than the other plants ever could. So this really is kind of like essentialism. And there's a graph that I really like that I'm going to draw for you really quickly, actually, just so I don't have to edit it into the video because I'm lazy. See this graph? See that? Okay, so here we have what you're doing right now. This is your water, this is your energy, and you're spreading it across all these different things, right? Business, study, relationships, your fitness, the gym, everything like that. You're being spread out too thin. And this is actually the kind of only productivity tip that I think is really important. And it's to take all of your time and energy and invest it into one thing. And you can see that if you kind of add up the sum of all these arrows, it's going to make one of the arrows go bigger. So what does that mean that we have to do? Well, it means that we have to actually cut off and downscale what we're being productive on, the things that we're being productive on. If you have lots of different tasks to do in the day, then you're not going to be very productive because you're not actually going to get a lot done in the one task that's important. So what I've done and what's really helped me to be a lot more productive and get a lot more done is to just think, right, what do I really want to focus on, okay? And when I started this YouTube channel, you can go back and see the first couple of videos I was running. I started out doing SMMA, which is a social media marketing agency. A lot of guys doing this now. Iman Gadzi, has kind of brought this on, and a lot of other YouTubers as well, but a lot of guys doing social media agency stuff, right? Creative agency, and the new kind of AI agencies. A lot of people doing that. And I started off doing that, and I was going to build this YouTube channel alongside doing that as well. And I figured out very, very quickly that I was not going to have the time, the energy, the dedication, the focus to be able to invest into both growing an agency and growing a YouTube channel. So I had to make a decision. I thought, do I just grow the agency or do I grow the YouTube channel? And I chose the YouTube channel, one, because if you want to be productive, and this brings me on to my next point, you need to actually care about the thing that you're working on, right? A lot of people in the hustle space, in the hustle mindset, will say to be productive and to work on whatever it is that's going to make the most money. So this is things like drop shipping, this is things like affiliate marketing, this is things like social media marketing agency. This is all these things that yes, probably in the short term for the short-sighted people will make more money. Okay, these do make more money than YouTube in the short term, but there's not many people out there care about agencies. I know I don't care about agencies. I work at an agency, and I really don't care about growing dental practices, their businesses through digital marketing. And I know a lot about digital marketing because I work in digital marketing. I work in PPC, and I really don't care about PPC, to be honest with you. I don't care about it. I don't find it very enjoyable or interesting to work on. What I do like doing is doing these videos. I'm getting better at them, and I do enjoy it. I get the occasional comment that I really like to see, that I've helped someone, and I've helped someone, I've provided some value, and that is a lot more fulfilling than doing, advertising. And I'm not making any money from YouTube, but, I could make money doing advertising freelance for people, but I don't care about it. So how am I going to be productive with that thing? And I tried to be productive with the social media agency stuff, and I just didn't care about the work. I didn't care about what I was doing. So how was I going to stick at that long term? Well, I wasn't. That's why I decided to move over to YouTube and to do that instead, and to get better at that, and to upskill myself and do more videos and record and edit and doing all these things. And that has allowed me to become 10 times more productive, even though I'm being productive on something that isn't in the short term as profitable as what a lot of YouTubers will tell you to do. Top 7 best side hustles to make money online. YouTube isn't really one of them, because it's not really a side hustle. A lot of people say YouTube's a side hustle, but it's not. It's a full-time job, and it's difficult, and it's time consuming, and it's hard. But that's the beauty of it. If you enjoy doing it, then you're not going to struggle to be productive on it. And that is the key that I want to get across in this video. It's do something that you enjoy doing. There's no point being rich or having a successful business if you turn up to work every day to do the thing and you hate doing it, because all you're going to be left with is a load of money and a terrible schedule, right? Not a very good time making the money. I would rather make 1/10 of the money that some people make through agencies and this kind of thing, but be doing something that I enjoy doing, if that makes sense. Anyway, guys, remember, just improve yourself by 1% every day and you'll get there. See ya.